it is given that the polynomial has a factor of 2x squared minus x minus 6. And from here, we are asked to find the value of a and b. Okay, this question may look very challenging. Okay, so just bear in mind that when it has a factor, then by the factor theorem, when we substitute values in, it's supposed to give us answer 0. Okay, so do not make the mistake of substituting x equals to 0 or x equals to minus 2, because that may not give you 0. Okay, so this fx here, the fact is that, if it has a factor of 2x squared minus x minus 6, that means I can say that my fx is basically equals to 2x squared minus x minus 6, my divisor, multiplied by some quotient to give me, okay, so that means it looks like that. Okay, it's basically 2x minus x minus 6 times something. Okay, is equals to my fx, which is 2x power 4 plus ax cubed minus x squared plus b bracket x plus 2. Okay, this is my fx. Okay, fx multiplied by some quotient to give me this. So you think about it, okay, I think I said this before in class. If I take 36, if divisible by 18, for example, then by right, 36 should also be divisible by the factors of 18. Okay, it should also be divisible if 36, say I use a numerical example. If I say 18 is a factor of 36, when 36 is divisible by 18, right? Then you can see that the factors of 18, 2, 3, 6, 9, for example, the factors of 18 are also the factors of 36. Okay, because basically 2 can multiply by a number to give you 18, in turn multiply by another number to give you 36. So 2, 3, 6, 9. If 18 is a factor of 36, the factors of 18 are also factors of 36. So in the same concept, right, if 2x minus x squared minus 6 is a factor of my fx here, the factors of 2x squared minus x minus 6 should also be a factor of fx. If you factorize your 2x squared minus x minus 6, you know that this will probably give you x minus 2 bracket 2x plus 3. Okay, right, multiplied by your quotient is still equals to your fx here, okay, which is over this portion here. Okay, so what am I trying to say is, if I can get you two factors, use them and substitute by the factor theorem. Okay, so I'm going to use this, and you can see it. We can assume if we take f and we sub x equals to 2, then f of 2 should give us 0. Okay, and it means that if I take 2, my fx here, I'm going to sub x equals to 2, 2 bracket 2 power 4 plus a bracket 2 power 3 minus 2 power 2 plus b bracket 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, I'll leave you to simplify this. This will eventually give you a plus b equals to -8. All right, I will show the simplifying part. Yeah, you can pause the video at this moment just to work it through. Okay, so the next part, remember we have let x equals to 2. Now from here, right, if you take 2x plus 3, remember we take the root of the divisor. 2x equals to -3, x equals to -3/2. So I'm going to let x to be equals to -3/2. So what is f of -3/2? Right, it should also be equals to 0. Since by factor theorem, 2x plus 3 is a factor of fx. Then f of -3/2, basically I substitute -3/2 inside here. This is 2 -3/2 power 4 plus a -3/2 x cubed minus x squared plus b minus 3/2 plus 2. Okay, I'll leave you to work this out. This should be equal to 0. Then you will get, I mean, it's a handful of fraction. So slowly, you should get 45a minus 4b equals to 81. That's equation 2. Okay, so just solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. All right, you will be able to get your a to be equals to 1 and b equals to -9. Okay, so I'll just leave you to do this tedious portion by yourself. So that's part 1. Okay, so next, after we found a and b, right, we'll go to part 2. So part 2 requires us to solve fx equals to 0. Okay, so after you have found your a and b in part 1, it means that your fx, which originally is fx, which is originally equals to 2x power 4 plus a of x cubed minus x squared plus b of x plus 2, right? Now, so I remember you found your a and b, yeah? So you just add in your a and b now. Your fx should be equals to 2x power 4 plus x cubed minus x squared minus 9x minus 18. Okay, so if you are asked to solve this or equals to 0, right? You're supposed to solve this. Okay, so you just use your remainder and factor theorem, which you earlier you know that there are already two roots, right? This has to be equals to 0 equals to, there were two roots that you found earlier. It was x minus 2, 2x plus 3. Okay, so by the fact that earlier question I used long division, so here I'm not going to use long division. I'm going to use comparing coefficient. Okay, this is a quadratic equation, right? So it's power 4. The fact that you have a power 1, power 1 times power, there'll be a quadratic expression here. So I'm just going to call it cx squared plus dx plus e. Since earlier just now I used ABC already, okay, so from here, CDE, you can use comparing coefficient, okay, to find out what is this. Okay, so this portion here, I'm just going to put 0, right? We're supposed to solve this, right? Now, fx, I'm going to try to show you that I'm going to factorize my fx. And I want to find out what is CDE. Now, see here, if you compare coefficient of x power 4, you can see that if you compare coefficient of x power 4, you can see that c is just equals to 1. Okay, so because it's like 1 times 2 times c, which is 2c, 2c equals to 2, c equals to 1. Okay, next one, I can compare the constant. I can also compare the coefficient of a constant. So you see, you need not use long division if you don't like. Okay, so constant here, minus 18 on the left. On the right hand side, what's my constant? Negative 2, positive 3, and positive e. This is the only combination that will give me my constant. Okay, so negative 18 is equals to negative 6e. E is equals to 3. Okay. On the next portion, then after that, I'm going to find my d. I'm going to find my d. Okay, I'm going to find my d. Okay. So I mean, d can be found using any value. Okay, so maybe what I'll just do, instead of comparing coefficient, which may be challenging, maybe I'm just going to sub, say x equals to 1. Okay, so on the left hand side, 2 of 1 power 4 plus 1 cube minus 1 square minus 9 of 1 minus 18 is the left hand side. And on the right hand side, this is equals to 1 minus 2. 2x is 2 plus 3. Then c plus d. C is found earlier, so it's 1 plus d of 1 plus e is 3. Okay, so you just solve this. Okay, I'll leave it to you to work it out. You can also get that d is equals to 1. Okay, so you found c, you found d and e. Meaning that your fx, right? Your fx can be written as x minus 2, 2x plus 3, and you found CDE, so that means c is x squared, 1, d is 1, so it's x, e is 3, okay, so it's 3. So it looks like that. This is your fx after you factorize. Okay, and now after I factorize this, and you want to solve, you want to solve f of x to be equals to 0. It means that you basically equate this to 0. Okay, you can see that either this equals to 0, x equals to 2, x equals to negative 3 over 2, Or here, if you try to equate this to 0 again, you will find that there are no real roots. Okay, the discriminant is less than 0. Or you try to use a quadratic formula, you get something like x equals to -1 plus minus square root 11, negative 11, which doesn't give you a proper answer. It doesn't give you a real root. Okay, so that therefore, sorry, divide by 2. Therefore, only these two are the real answers. Okay, so my answer is just 2 and -3/2. Okay. Okay, let's go to part 3. Okay, find the value of p such that fx plus p is divided by x plus 1. The remainder is -17. So what is fx plus p? So I mean fx plus p is quite easy. So all you need to do, right? You know that when fx plus p divided by x plus 1, the remainder is equals to -17. So all you need to do, right, you just take fx plus p. What is fx plus p? So fx plus p divided by x plus 1, same thing, just sub x equals to -1. Okay? Okay, so first of all, what is f of -1 plus p? This will be equals to, you take 2 and -1 power 4. You basically sub the x, right? All the x with -1. Okay? Minus 18 minus plus p, plus p. So solving this will give you -9 plus p. Okay, now this is equals to -17. This is equals to -17. Okay, so I mean for p there's no issue because p is a constant, right? It cannot be divided by x plus 1. Okay, so I can write out in this way. Okay, so from here, just equate -9 plus p. The remainder here is -17. And you can see that p is equals to -8. Okay, and you are done.